Right, let's see here. I've been wanting to make a Liu Yi Sang ID for quite a while, but I've never gotten started on it. And I think just taking it and recording it would be a neat idea. I could kinda, turn it into a little video. It'd be cool. I've already made a Liu Faust ID, but it's kind of a mess. But it's a poise burn hybrids that focuses on just applying a lot of burn and burn bursts. And this is on here because I was testing out how to make flashable guards work. Either way, I'm not really happy with this ID. So I aim to first of all, fix a few things like the burn burst not reducing burn count. And then I want to make a Liu Yi Sang ID. Now, how do I actually make burn count reduce? I think I know how. Let me check. If I'm going to make burn burst reduce burn count, this is kind of unnecessary, right? What I could just do is make this headset inflict burn count and still reduce burn count. That sounds good. Alright, let's see if that works. I mean, locale updated, that's nice. Now, I think frankly this skill is kind of too cracked. Inflict 3 burn to 3 random enemies twice. That's 18 burn application and 4 extra burn application. That is an insane amount of burn application. But also, I want this ID to feel like it's really carrying burn, so you can stack burn up faster and you can get those big bursts. Because let's face it, right? Sure, it's a lot of burn spread very quickly, but also burn is not that strong of an archetype right now. Let's face it. And getting something to help burn, I think, is always a good decision. So that's why, numbers here are a bit quirky. You could say, oh, this is Liu Rodian's special thing on her skill 3, you're putting it on skill 1, 2, and 3, but, that Liu Rodian thing never feels like it properly pops off, so I think this really is just deserved. Still, let's test it out in Railway. Oh, I forgot I did that. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to fix that. I don't want to play RLA 3 right now. Whoops. If you're wondering about what you just saw, don't worry about it. You can call it a sneak peek. We've seen a lot of SQ posting about bringing back Railway 3. And I think we should examine that claim. Also, all of these motherfuckers are level 45. I should have leveled them up to 40. Oh, really? And that actually reduced the burn. Nice. Okay. Also, if you're wondering about Liu Gregor, I'll probably make a redesign of him at some point, but not right now, because that's not what this video's about. Get that burn count. Yeah. Despite what people like to claim, I think PM will eventually go and make burn better. And I think if they do want to do that, they will have to move in the direction of making it so burn actually interacts more with counts and things like burn burst. Because right now, this burn lasts 9 turns. This burn's never running out. Now, time for the big nuke turn. I don't know if you read this skill. I'll hover over it just in case. But it does big damage. Watch this. Ooh, big damage. He's resistant to Wrath. There's not much we can do. Now that this ID is completely and utterly perfect in every way possible, and I don't need to worry about it anymore, let's move on to making Liu Yi Sang. As for the basis appearance of our ID, I think I want to use Daiichi Yi Sang. His sins kind of overlap. Gluttony, lust, and sloth are both very wants, Though, I think we really should take one of those and replace him with a rat skill. Maybe his skill 1, who knows. And I think he'd be pretty good. I know there's been a huge demand for gluttony, but you do have now a gluttony skill too. So, I think we can kind of slot you in pretty comfortably. Right now, we kind of have some categories. You focus on burn bursts, which I definitely think I want to include in Liu Yi Sang, yet I also want to get some more potency going on with him. I have conceived an idea most ingenious. I will make him a charge ID. Now, I know the idea of a charge burn ID might sound very stupid, but hear me out. It would work well with Rambling Man. And also, Fourth Match Flame would finally have it used, but no, whatever, who cares about that. Rat, Sloth, Gluttony. I think we have our sin resources. So, that's what we'll be focusing on. Wrath, Sloth, Gluttony. We can keep Lust on his guard, maybe, or we can keep Lust, we can keep Wrath here. So, Wrath, Gluttony, Sloth, Wrath. That'll be our sin affinities. So, let's make a copy of Liu Yi Sang. Though, right now, it does just kind of look like a blander Liu Yi Sang. So, let's spice that up by adding some locale. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Don't look at the picture too much, and it looks just fine. Yeah, don't look at it too deeply. Anyway, now that we have our basic locale set up, we should probably start redesigning the actual skills. I think it's probably best to just start with the skill 1. I mean, we already have a good amount of coins. 2, 3, 4 is a good amount. And I kind of want his skill 1 to be Rat. So, just gotta take these, put them here. Alright, that works. And now that's Rat. Yeah, so Rat, Lust, Sloth. That is literally just Liu Gregor. So I guess we succeeded in that way. Even down to the point of having a slot. Why are you not working? What? Skill descriptions, right, aren't generated on their own. They're, manually written for clarification's sake. Which makes sense, right? They're manually written so you can better write what they do. But it also means that sometimes you can just end up forgetting to write those, and then you end up having nothing. Discard charge with burn. Am I cooking? I don't think I'm cooking. We can make it so when he discards, he gains, poise. Actually, that'd be cool, right? Yeah, make it so. He's an ID who gains poise when he discards skills. He needs to discard skills to gain poise potency as well. And then when he crits, he inflicts he inflicts a lot more burn, right? So maybe have it here, like, on crits, inflict 2 more burn, or 2 burn on enemies, for example, right? That'd be cool. So right now, he has something like this. Yeah, that seems neat as an idea. I mean, he gets the very coveted, 3+6 skill 1, which is, always very nice to have on a 3-star. Oh, he's a 2-star right now. I should fix that. Now he's actually a 3-star.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세라. 저들의 공격은 우리의 투지를 깨뜨릴 수 없을 테니.
This still discards, so discard this, and let's see if this works, right? Yeah, there you go. Gives us poise. And that inflicts 6 burn potency, so we should fire off all conditionals. Yeah, this skill's so strong. There you go, that's full conditionals now. And just because I felt like it, let's also add some payoff for critting to his skill 1. There you go. Now, that looks very funny to me. I realize, obviously, it's a skill 1 on a discard ID that discards the lowest, right? You're gonna want to throw this guy away. I get it. I just think it's still really neat to have a usable skill 1. Maybe a bit of an overtuned skill 1, but you want to get into Wrath Resonance anyway, so it seems fine to me. As for skill 2, I realize there's a lot of IDs out there that roll below average. But I don't really want this guy to roll below average. He's a bird ID, come on. He's Section 3 Director. He should roll as good as the other bird 3 stars. You know, as good as Liu, at least as good as Liu Ishmael. Speaking of, let's also add some bird conditionals onto this, and remove aggro. I don't really plan on making this guy too much of a tank after all, though I think we should still let him keep his discard lowest. No, I don't really like discard lowest on skill 1 and skill 2, but not skill 3. Let's change that a bit. Let's make it so it discards on skill 2 and skill 3. And also has some scaling based off of burn. And there you go. That looks a bit alright, though it still feels wrong, doesn't it? Right? Also, I had to fix this up. So there you go. Now we have some extra discard. And we don't discard with this anymore. But, I mean, I think personally we can get away with some, extra burn infliction on this, right? And put it on every coin as well. What we could do is, instead of making this scale by insight, we can make it scale by poise on self. That seems actually fucking hilarious. I'm doing that. Is this a very stupid idea that I'm just kind of slapping together because it sounds funny at the moment? Yes. But, is it funny at least? Kinda. Have you ever seen poise discard burn? I don't think you have. You love it. You love to see it, don't you? I hope so, at least. I hope you love to see it. Though this skill, doesn't really feel that satisfying right now. What do I add to it? I have conceived an idea most ingenious. AoE! Who doesn't love AoE? Now, we could just add some boring old AoE infliction on crits, but what if we just make the skill itself AoE? Let's add some AoE based on poise on self. Why not? Let's also make it so this skill also gives poise when discarded. Because why not, actually? And also make it so this thing has some poise potency gain. Why not? Make it so the first coin just gives poise potency and some count. Why not? Now this, on its own, should just be a very funny skill, I imagine. Also, let's fix up that offense level, because right now it's just not looking very pretty, right? And also, let's add some actual burn burst onto this. Does this work? The locale works, certainly, but there's a lot going on in this skill, let's be honest here. And we can't really test it out, because right now we're missing something very important. We're missing actual, poise gain. This gains poise counts, that's nice. This gains some potency, that's nice. But really, I think we want to go kind of a Maid Ryoshu route. You want to gain most of it from this skill. And this skill here has some potential to be funny. But I want to cut off a few parts of it. I feel like if we discard this, we should gain a lot of, we should gain some poise, right? Because right now, if we discard this, we gain some shield, but usually we don't really care about that, so we want to keep it around. What if actually discarding this skill gives some good benefits? What if it gives, say, like, 5 poise, potency, and count? What? That's supposed to be breath. That's supposed to be poise counts. I think I made a typo in the locale. There you go. That's a bit better. Right, let's test it out in game. Hey, get some voice counts. No, that not discards. Why did that not discard? Oh wait, I know the problem. I only put it on as fucking like uptie 1 version. I'm so smart. I want to try and discard a skill 1 first to get some poise counts, and then see what happens. Why do you have coin power? I'm not even going to question it, honestly. Alright, so, my PC crashed. Don't worry about that. I'm back in the game. Small discovery for discarding with this shit. This is calculated first, and then you're granted the poise potency. It works like how Insight does. By the way, if you didn't know how Insight works, that's how Insight works. Insight calculates that shit afterwards, apparently. Which I did not know until now, but that's good to know, I guess. Man, that looks so fucking goofy. Holy shit. I love it. I absolutely love it, by the way, I want to say. Yeah, in case anyone gets it wrong, I love how goofy that looks. That skill, too, looks fucking goofy as shit, and I love it. Absolute peak. Big crits. Holy shit. It just feels so powerful, right? And that's the thing. How about, we kind of have the theme here, you know, of get some poise. I want this skill to, first of all, you know, apply actual burn. So, first of all, let's just take all the coins and make them apply burn. You know, that's like a one burn, one burn, one burn, one burn, and then on crit we apply more burn. How about that? That sounds nice. I want this ID to have some actual, like, payoff for actually gathering, poise. Because that's a part that really kind of bugs me about a lot of poise IDs. A lot of poise IDs, they either just can't gather poise, like Made Ishmael, or it feels like they don't really do much when they crits, like Made Ishmael. I don't actually have a particular grudge against that ID, by the way. I'm just using her because it's a good example of what I'm talking about. Let's go and add some burn. Okay. Right now, he does something funny. Oh, it's a bit too much burn, isn't it? Let's lower that burn, like, the burn potency, like, just a little bit. I forgot to save. Whoops. There you go. Now, let's also make it so, first of all, this just gets some extra poise when discarded. Let's say when we discard this skill, we get like just a lot of poise count, right? We want to make it so this is your emergency button, you press this, you gain a lot of counts. And also, what's the effect I'm thinking of? Because you have, I'm pretty sure, just coin power. Yeah, let's just copy paste this, right? This seems good. And also add some bursts, and that should be good. Now then, if you look at it, boom, that seems nice. And then let's add a little burst onto the last coin. A bird burst, why not? Then let's make it a sloth burst and a gloom burst. Cause why not? I wanna use all the colors of the rainbow. Alright, that works. I think. First of all, I think this is hilarious, by the way. I just think bursts in affinities are not wrath is funny. Gloom, sloth bursts, they're funny. Doesn't make sense because it's Yi Sang. He's a truly depressed motherfucker. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Also make this inflict burn count instead. At least on the first two coins. Because honestly, I feel like right now he's a little bit too negative on counts. Also, I need to make him a Liu member. Let me fix that real quick. And maybe remove like a little bit of this, because this just doesn't read right. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. This doesn't read like a Limbus skill. It's just a little bit too bloated in a way I don't really like, you know? There you go. Now he's a Liu member, and this looks a bit nicer. I'm gonna make this an on-crit inflict burn instead. I think that would work a lot better, really. And also fit in a lot more. Because now it's kind of, get poised, do that, but it's not really. Okay. And that looks a little bit better, at least in my opinion. Honestly. I want to change the skill names a bit. I have conceived an idea most ingenious. If you know, you know, is all I'll say. Do these make any sense when he's using fists? No. Do I think the reference is funny? Yes, I do. You know what? Let's make this an evade. Fuck it, why not? And there you go. That's now an evade. I hope.
A few moments later.
Alright! So, it's been a few days, but I was editing the video, and I suddenly realized I didn't actually record any gameplay footage, which makes this whole video pointless. So,
저희도 가서 도와줄까요, 돌신의 언니? 아니, 내가 방망이나 맞는 역할에 들어갈 순 없어.
오, 타당한 의견이십니다.
자, 동료들이여! 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세! 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여! 괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요. 이번 타임 특별 이벤트! 저쪽에 기절한 혈귀들을 때리면 추가 점수를 증정합니다.
이발사여, 규칙을 사사로이 자주 바꾸는 것은 좋지 않습니다.
이쪽이 더 재밌으니까 괜찮아.
순식간에 끝내죠.
저기는 땅에 떨어졌네. 이제 우리를 누가 막겠는가? 이번 모험은 꽤 멋있는 마무리가 될 것 같네요. 아무것도 아닙니다. 자, 거기! 죽었으면 빨리 나와!
다쳤으면 의무실에 가시거나 혈액과를 받아가십시오.
그럼 다음 혈기들 왼쪽에서 습격! 굉장한 활약이네요. 뭐야? 신박 쟤들 왜 이렇게 훅 쓰러져?
여기 또 한 명의 멋있는 깨달음을 얻으셨군요.
모자를 쓰고 있는 혈기에겐 방망이 대신 풍선 칼이 정답이에요.
아름다운 것, 그렇지 않은 것.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리! 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
보냈고.
째깍. 이제 타임 리미트까지 시간이 얼마 남지 않았습니다. 모두 좀 더 힘내볼까요?
그래도 너무 조급해하지 않았으면 좋겠습니다.
순식간에 끝내죠.
저대로 돌려보낼 생각은 아니시죠? 확실히 처리해야 합니다. 지긋지긋한 전투가 드디어 하나 끝났네요.
순식간에 끝내죠. 아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것. 아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
장난이 길었군. 저는 저형이다.